Once upon a time, Buddha was sitting under a large, spreading tree with his disciples gathered around him. The sun was setting, casting a warm, golden glow over the serene scene. The atmosphere was peaceful, and everyone seemed calm and joyful, except for one disciple who looked deeply troubled. His brow was furrowed, and his eyes were filled with concern. Finally, unable to contain his worry any longer, the disciple spoke up. "Master," he said with a shaky voice, "what will happen when you are no longer with us? How can we navigate the darkness of this world and find our way to enlightenment without your guidance?" Buddha listened to his disciple with a gentle smile, understanding the fear and uncertainty behind his question. After a moment of silence, he began to speak, sharing a story that would convey a powerful lesson. "Let me tell you a story," Buddha began, his voice calm and soothing. In a distant village, there were two travelers on a long journey. After walking for many miles, they came upon a small hut, where they decided to rest and regain their strength before continuing on their way. As evening approached, the sky began to darken and the air grew cooler. The travelers knew they needed to prepare for the night ahead. As they sat outside the hut, a lamp seller arrived, carrying a tray full of oil lamps. He called out to them, offering his lamps for sale. One of the travelers, realizing the necessity of having a light for the journey through the dark night, quickly bought a lamp and filled it with oil. The other traveler, observing this, thought to himself, "Why should I spend money on a lamp? I can simply follow the first traveler and use his light to guide my way. This way, I can save my money and still find my way through the night." As the sun dipped below the horizon and the night fell, the first traveler lit his lamp. The warm, steady glow of the flame illuminated the path ahead, and he began his journey towards his destination. The second traveler, true to his plan, followed closely behind, relying on the light of the first traveler's lamp to guide him. For a while, everything went smoothly. The two travelers walked through forests and over hills, the light from the lamp cutting through the darkness. But after some time, they reached a crossroad. The first traveler, knowing the way to his own destination, took the path that led to where he needed to go. The second traveler, however, needed to take a different route. But now, standing at the crossroads, he realized the flaw in his plan. He had no lamp of his own. As the first traveler continued on his way, the light faded, and soon the second traveler was left in complete darkness. The thick forest around him seemed even more menacing without any light to guide him. He tried to feel his way forward, but quickly realized he couldn't see the path. Fear gripped him as he stumbled and tripped over roots and rocks. In the end, the second traveler was forced to stop. Unable to continue without a light, he spent the entire night huddled under a tree, surrounded by the dark, unfamiliar forest. He could hear the sounds of animals rustling in the bushes, and every noise seemed to heighten his fear. The night felt endless, and he longed for the safety and comfort of light. When morning finally arrived, the second traveler, exhausted and frightened, realized the mistake he had made. He had relied on someone else's light instead of preparing himself for the journey. He had trusted that he could follow someone else's path, but in the end, he was left stranded and lost in the darkness. After finishing the story, Buddha looked at his disciple with compassion and said, "This is why I always tell you, be a light unto yourself. Do not depend on others to guide you through the darkness of life. It is your own effort, your own wisdom, that will lead you to enlightenment. Others may show you the way, but it is you who must walk the path." Buddha paused, letting the words sink in before continuing. In life, whether you seek spiritual enlightenment, success in your career, or knowledge in your studies, you must rely on your own actions. Your mentors and well-wishers can offer guidance, but only you can take the necessary steps to reach your goals. When faced with challenges, it is essential not to rely solely on others to solve your problems. The only person who can truly change your life is you. He smiled softly and added, "Take this lesson to heart. Be your own light. Light your own lamp, and let it guide you on your journey. Your destiny is in your hands, and only you can walk the path toward your dreams. The disciple, now understanding the depth of Buddha's message, nodded in gratitude. He realized that while he could learn from his master, it was ultimately up to him to apply the wisdom and take charge of his own journey. The evening continued with a newfound sense of clarity and determination among the disciples, each one silently vowing to light their own lamps and walk their own paths toward enlightenment. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content like this. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.